All right, week 11, your first week back here in hybrid. Welcome. This little video is just, realistically, hopefully all of you come at least, your one day on either Monday or Tuesday. And so you get a good direction as to where we're going. But if you're on the Tuesday day, here's a little intro what we're doing Monday, Tuesday, and kind of what the ultimate assignment is. There's no summative this week. We're going to start working on the Spanish Civil War, which is our last 20th century war. We're going to do this week and then next week, and that'll kind of end the second tribe. But then once we start the third tribe, we'll keep talking about the Spanish Civil War. So to get things started, we're going to look at the impact of political fragmentation that occurs in the 1930s. And the interesting thing about the Spanish Civil War is that if you get to know about the Spanish Civil War, it explains in a lot of ways why World War II started, particularly in Europe. So first thing we're going to do is just look at a little bit of the way that the politics changed the course of Spain that led to the Spanish Civil War. And so I want you to answer these 4 questions. Basically, these are the specific questions that you're going to focus on. This is essentially describing what you can read in this text. And this is a chart that comes from the causes text, which many of you will be able to access now, the physical book, because I'll have them here in class that you can look at them. I'm not going to check them out, but I have the electronic copies in here, and if somebody wants to look at the regular copy, you're more than welcome to. And then we also have, and this chart looks like this. It's a little unclear in some parts, but the idea here is that you kind of get to see some of the different parties that are formed, and who are the left and who are the center and who are the right. And we'll talk a little bit about what that means, basically, as far as Spain is concerned, and then how that is related to politics as we know it here in the United States. The assignment on day 2, then, will be to focus on some of the vocabulary and the groups and the people that were in the Spanish Civil War, so this VOC assignment. Those of you that are here will be able to work on it with small groups of the people that are here, and then those of you that connect on the Google Meet, you can either choose to work on it independently, or I can put you in breakout rooms and you guys can work on it that way. The one assignment that we're going to start, however, on Monday after doing the fragmentation assignment that may then also continue on into Tuesday is this survey. Basically, this is a 4-step assignment where you get to see kind of like how European politics relates to our kind of American ideal, because they're very different. And we don't really often talk about like how European politics are so similar and or different in some cases. And if you relate the United States to some of the European countries, we're much more conservative than they are as far as liberal politics. We're much more to the right than they are. But on some groups, we are not as far to the right as they are, especially when we look back to the 1930s. So we're going to do something where we basically create this political compass. So you're going to go down and click on this link. And the first step is just to see where you are on this compass. And so there's going to be a number of questions that you're going to have to ask when you go to this compass. So you click on this, it takes you to this link. And as this comes up, it says, where do you stand? And you take the test. So for those of you that aren't in class on Monday, I'm going to kind of try to help answer some of the questions that are on here, because some of them are a little bit difficult. You might not understand them. So if you're having a hard time with this on Monday and you're online, just don't worry about it. You'll have some time on Tuesday to go through it again and take it and help you out. So this is the test that you have to take. And when you take it, it's basically going to end up showing you this final compass. And so step 3 is to take a screenshot of where you are on the compass. Now, you can retake this test again. So like if you go through and answer the questions and you feel like it was too difficult, that's fine. We'll get to it. We'll go back to it. Then the last step is to basically open up the second link and try to see where you are on the political chart to where some of the parties are with the Spanish Civil War. So kind of going back to that day 1 assignment. So when you look at some of the things that happened in the Spanish Civil War, there's some political organizations, military organizations. So this is really just an idea of kind of putting the day 1 stuff together with the compass and try to see like, well, are you more part of the Republic? Were you more part of the blue shirts? It's It's kind of a way to put all those things together. Were you a Carl list or more of the PSUC? And so that's kind of the idea of the last part of the assignment, is try to figure out which one of these you might have been. Not, based on your political ideas today, where would you have fallen back in the 1930s? And again, that's a formative assignment. We're going to work a lot of this stuff out in class, but if you're on the Google Meet, I can kind of guide you and help you as to where you can work on that independently and be prepared for either day. All right, that's it. If you have any questions, please send me a message.